Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York. Global Issues News Headlines.
April 3rd, 9/11 America New York, food security issues in Asia. Singapore, April 3rd, IPS. Asia has about 60% of the world's population but only about a third of the world's arable land. This region additionally has some of the most economically active countries with increasing urbanization and a growing middle class.
Global Issues News Headlines.
April 3rd, 8:52 America New York, breaking the silence. Gender-based challenges in the Lesotho Highlands Water Project LL. Maseru, Lesotho, April 3rd, IPS. In the journey towards gender equality and justice, recent decades have seen strides made, yet the road ahead remains treacherous. Mirror World News.
April 3rd, 8:21 America New York. Alarming Baba Vanga prediction for 2024 that has already come true. Psychic Baba Vanga is known for her chillingly accurate world predictions, and now two of her visions for 2024 have already come true, just a few months into the year.
Mirror World News.
April 3rd, 8:15 America New York. Top Vladimir Putin ally calls for Zelensky to be assassinated, and makes odd dig at British women. Russian security's second-hand man is accusing Ukraine of carrying out the Friday's tragic concert hall massacre and has threatened the country's leader with assassination.
Global Issues News Headlines.
April 3rd, 8:09 America New York. Developing countries' government debt crises loom larger. Accra, Ghana, April 3rd, IPS. Developing countries are being blamed for having borrowed and spent irresponsibly. But they have only been doing what foreign powers and financial interests have urged them to do. Read the full story, Developing Countries' Government Debt Crises Loom Larger, on globalissues.org right pointing arrow.
The Independent.
April 3rd, 8:05 America New York. Investigators, working round the clock, to find missing pastor's wife and her friend. Their car was found abandoned and the women were nowhere to be found. Copyright, Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation, Facebook.
Wall Street Journal World News.
April 3rd, 8:04 America New York. Basic Materials Roundup. Market Talk. Gold Road Resources. Regis Resources in the latest market talks covering basic materials.
The Independent.
April 3rd, 8:03 America New York. Spanish police detain ex-Soccer Federation head Rubiales on return to country amid corruption probe. Spanish police have detained former Soccer Federation President Luis Rubiales on his return to the country amid an ongoing corruption probe. Copyright 2023 The Associated Press.
Fox World News.
April 3rd, 8:02 America New York. China sends warplanes, boats around Taiwan following phone call between Xi and Biden. Following a phone call between President Biden and Chinese President Xi Jinping, dozens of Chinese warplanes and naval vessels were reported making incursions into Taiwanese territory.
PowerPost. April 3rd, 8:02 America New York. The GOP keeps pushing Medicaid work requirements, despite setbacks. Republican state lawmakers are flirting with imposing new Medicaid work mandates. The policies have a lackluster track record.
BBC News World.
April 3rd, 7:59 America New York. More than 50,000 flee Haiti's gang-run capital. As violent attacks in Port-au-Prince resume, the UN says rural areas are ill-equipped for new arrivals.
Wall Street Journal World News.
April 3rd, 7:58 America New York. Healthcare Roundup, Market Talk. Lonza Group, Siegfried Holding and more in the latest market talks covering the healthcare sector.
The Independent.
April 3rd, 7:54 America New York. Kanye West sued by ex-Yeezy employee claiming star humiliated and threatened him. Rapper has been accused of saying Hitler was great, telling students he wanted their heads shaved and making anti-Semitic remarks. Copyright, Getty Images.
BBC News World.
April 3rd, 7:51 America New York. Zimbabwe declares national disaster over drought. About 3 million people are facing hunger as the drought wipes out crops across the country.
Mirror World News.
April 3rd, 7:50 America New York. Family of Brit killed trying to feed starving kids in Gaza. Forever a hero, say heartbroken family. British aid worker John Chapman, who was one of 3 Brits killed in the Israeli airstrike in Gaza, will forever be a hero, said his family, who added, He died trying to help people.